In the 1970s, reports began to surface that the Soviet Union had been investing heavily in psychic research. In a constant state of needing to outdo each other, the US decided that they would commission the CIA and the US Army to begin their own investigations into psychic powers. Project Stargate would come to be the umbrella term for several government projects aimed at further investigating psychic phenomena. The government was primarily concerned with remote viewing, or ESP. The hope was that the Army could use psychic and supernatural phenomenon for spying and military uses. One of the main goals was to see if it was possible to view objects, events, sites, or information at a great distance through psychic means. Research into remote viewing began at the Stanford Research Institute in 1972. As part of this research, parapsychologists, people who study psychic and paranormal phenomena, began interviewing various psychics to test for telepathic abilities. One such person was UK television personality Uri Geller, who was famous for allegedly bending spoons with his mind. The government would conclude that Geller was a fraud, but research done by the SRI was ultimately convincing enough to garner interest from the US Department of Defense. This would lead to the formation of a secret US Army unit based at Fort Meade, Maryland in 1978. The unit was small, consisting of 22 members at its peak, and was housed in old wooden barracks. Members of this unit were put through various tests and experiments in an effort to harness their powers to be used in military and domestic intelligence operations. One of the main goals of Project Stargate was to make psychic and paranormal research more scientific. Protocols were established to track and record findings, and various efforts were made to increase psychic accuracy. The term remote viewing would emerge to describe this more structured approach to gain information through extrasensory perception. Project Stargate would last for nearly 20 years before it was finally terminated in 1995. Declassified CIA files indicate that those who ran the project did, in fact, believe the program was successful.